All right, Tyler, can you hear us? Might have to unmute yourself there.
Oh, there it goes. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man. All right, guys, we'll take questions for Tyler. Raise your hand and I'll call on you. We'll start with David Pascal and then we'll go to David Oven.
Tyler, can you just talk about what it is about your ability that has allowed you to play so often as a freshman? Some freshmen take 2 or 3 years. What is it about the transition that you think has helped you?
For me, really, I feel that my mindset has been a big reason as to why I've been able to play so early. Also, with our strength staff, AJ Artis and his staff, they've done a great job this summer, really increasing my physical durability and making it where I can play 40 to 50 plays a game.
And then what has this been like as far as you've had a great season personally, but obviously you weren't expecting a 2-6 start to this season. What has that dynamic been like where things have gone well for you personally, but not for the team?
It's just been a blessing to have the little bit of success I've had. But yeah, the most important thing to me is winning. And I know this season hasn't gone as planned for most people, but it hasn't changed my mindset at all. I'm still going to come to work every day and try to get better. And when you're better as a team.
Tyler, how would you describe this rivalry?
This is a great rivalry. Being from Nashville, actually, I know a little bit more about it than most. But yeah, I know Vanderbilt's going to come ready to play, and we're going to be the same. And it's going to be a lot of fun just playing against a few guys that I played against in high school.
All right, we'll go to Patrick Brown next.
Tyler, you got your first sack against Florida. I'm wondering about your celebration. What was that, and how much time did you how much thought did you give to that going before you got it?
So it's always it's kind of been something silly, but yeah, just to get my first sack, it was probably my favorite moment of this year so far. But yeah, it was great, and I didn't really put much thought into it. Kind of just something on the fly.
You obviously, the situation with Kavon last week opened up some more playing time for you. You had talked earlier in the season about wanting to get better as a pass rusher. It looked like you got more pass rush snaps against Florida. Was that good to sort of get a check on where you are in terms of your progress in that part of your game, and where, how do you think you did with it on Saturday?
Yeah, it was definitely good to get more third down reps and more pass rushes, like you said. But yeah, I feel like the only way to really improve in that area is to work on it and to get more of those reps. So I definitely think it was beneficial to me and beneficial to that aspect of my game.
All right, we'll go to Gustavo and then Brent Hubbs after that.
Tyler, you had your sack against Florida, but it seems like Kyle Trask wasn't pressured enough. Do you see this lack of pressure on the Florida quarterback like one of the reasons that Florida got the win, that you think the defense could have pressured him more?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like there's a lot of things we saw on film that we could have done better on. And personally myself, I just got to be able to pressure the quarterback and get him off his spot more. So I put that burden a lot on myself and a lot of things that I didn't do well and a lot of stuff I can improve on.
And in terms of the second half performance, as a whole team, do you see the second half be kind of an issue to improve the performance? Like, you guys do good on the first half, but not as good in the second half?
So with us, I feel like you said, we always start off well, and I feel like it's just something we need to keep working on in practice, is being more consistent in the second half and just carrying over that same intensity from the first and just bringing it to this back half of the game.
Tyler, a couple questions. One, what do you think you guys need to do defensively better on third down? What's lacking on third down from your viewpoint when you watch film and that type of thing, particularly in the Florida game with some of those third and longs? And then secondly, with as helter-skelter as this season has been and playing and not playing and unknown, why do you think this team has played with the effort that they played with week in, week out, even though you're not winning games and the schedule's all crazy?
So the first thing with our third down performance, I feel is a lot of times the fine details that we lack sometimes, and that just goes back to us and getting better in practice and just improving and being able to lock in and hone in on certain details that would help us get off the field on third down. And then also, can you repeat the second half of the question?
Yeah, just curious as to why you guys have played with the effort that you played. I mean, we're seeing opt-outs and transfers, and you guys have not had the success that you wanted to have this year. And, lots of people wonder on the outside, where's this team's mentality at? But it seems like you show up to work, every week. Why do you think that's the case in the mentality with this team?
I feel like it starts with our coaching staff a lot. They come to work every single day to make us a better team and get us the next step. So I feel like we take that same energy and we just display it on the field and always running to the ball and the small things. I feel like we do those well, and I feel like it's going to be a big reason as to why we'll be so successful in the years to come.
David Pascal.
Tyler, what happened there in the second half of the Auburn game when you went down? And did you have some buddies that gave you a hard time about that?
Yeah, so I actually cramps. They got the best of me there, but yeah, I definitely had the support of my teammates.
Any more questions for Tyler? All right. Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
That'll be it for today.